Have you ever been super stuck with a situation in life, with a habit you can't change, with a goal that you just never seem to work towards, and you've used all other tools? You maybe are working with a coach or seeing a therapist. You are journaling. You're curious with yourself and your own actions. You're making new and different choices, but you're still this one thing. You can't unlock it. So, one of my more woo-woo tools that I use is card reading. Now, card readings, I know there's a lot of different opinions, a lot of different thoughts out there, and really I use them to gain clarity on something that I need more awareness in. Because whether the card is right or wrong, it gets me thinking and it gets me asking new and different questions. My favorite card deck is this one. It's Energy Oracle deck. That has been well used. It has traveled to many places as my friends often made me bring them to bars. A wonderful bartender in Vail has gotten a reading with these. We have taken them to restaurants, and they really just empower the conversation a little bit more and deepen things. That is what I use them for. I don't believe they should be used to predict things because your daily choices are what predict your future. So I use them for clarity. So I thought I would do a card reading today for us, for everyone in my email and anyone that listens to this on YouTube, to see what it is, what's one thing getting in the way of our best life in the month of June, and what's one area of focus we can shift and what that will open up for us. The first thing I do is set an intention that I am guided and we are guided for our highest and best good. This intention carries energy, and there is energy always coursing through every cell in my body. I just learned something really interesting about the mitochondria on a commune podcast yesterday. I'll put the link below. And there's energy in here. So if you set an intention for the highest and best to just guide and clarity in action for the month of June, then I shuffle. So I shuffle as many times as feel right. And so here, just quickly shuffling. And then I will pick what cards pop out. So the first card is, what is holding us back? And so this is the one that is calling to me. Put that down there. And then the middle card is, where can we focus to shift? Yes. And this one is calling to me. And then the last one is what that will open up for everyone. Okay, so it wants to be this one. There are different rules on cards that pop out. I just follow what my intuition says, but feel free to research it if you're curious to learn more. So then I flip the cards over and I use the guidebook a lot, but I also use my intuition. The card, what is getting in our way? Lack of action. It's action upside down. This does have a meaning, and I will read it a little bit more, but we're not acting enough towards what brings us the most joy. So here's the card, action. I will also link to the deck in notes. It's a wonderful deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. It's available on Amazon and other places, so I will link to that. So then the next card where we can focus to open things up is the temple path upside down. So I'm going to guess, where are we too ego-driven and not living in our hearts? And then what this will open up to us is really interesting because it's victory upside down. So I need to center in a little bit and to see what that means, because how can you open up victory upside down? So back to the beginning, action reversed. What the guidebook says is, action is the accelerant that ignites your desires. But when this card is reversed, you may find that something is missing in your determination or your follow through. This is where coaching is really powerful, in any therapy, because there's likely something in your subconscious. This is not in the card, sorry, this is my opinion. This is where subconscious work is really, really powerful, because you can shift old beliefs and start to move faster in the direction of your dreams. Perhaps you've been continuing to read the card. Perhaps you've been engaging in more wishful thinking than in any consistent effort. I know I started May off strong, but ended May doing a lot, but not feeling like I was doing enough in the right direction. Or perhaps you need to make some adjustments in what you're paying attention to. Create a structured plan, then make sure you take daily action. It can only be a minute. Small, tiny steps lead to great momentum after a year. This will move you closer to your goals. Be flexible yet persistent and ever conscious of your ability to act on your own behalf. Affirmation: I am responsible for my own life. I take action toward my goals and my own happiness every day. So, the thing that's holding us back is likely old beliefs, old ways of seeing the world. And as we're moving forward into building a better life, those are holding us back, and it's time to work to shift them. So, the next card reversed is the temple path. This is an area we need to focus on to shift, to get into more action. So that card says, receiving this card reversed is a sign that you may have fallen off your path. You could be too focused on worldly possessions and material gain, or you may simply be maintaining old, unhealthy habits of fear, limitation, worry, or doubt. Whatever is distracting you, receiving this card reverse is a firm message that it's time to make your spiritual life and evolution a much higher priority. Not doing so represents an important loss of power. So clear your mind, meditate, and open up to the presence of spirit. Whatever else you may have going on, consider this an important part of your personal and tactical plans. The support and inspiration of all eternity and countless loving spirits are available to you. Not turning to them is like cursing the dark when you refuse to turn on the lights. Affirmation: I open my heart to my spiritual truth and a deeper connection with spirit. Guidance and inspiration come freely and easily to me. I recently was part of leading a chamber meeting where I led through a brief 1-minute meditation. A 1-minute meditation can shift your nervous system into a more open and vibrant state. When we're in fight or flight or constant stress, we don't want to move forward to our dreams because we're exhausted, but it's also scary to move towards our dreams. So our whole system is fighting it. So the practice of daily meditation, prayer to whichever spiritual God, anyone that you connect with that has a higher power, and tuning into your heart and what the earth needs is really what is being called for us now. So if you're stuck in your business and your why for growing your business is to make more money, maybe it's time to make your why to make impact and trust that the money will come. That impact is a spiritual path. Or if you're having a hard time dating and you just keep getting stuck and you're not really acting, maybe it's time to meditate on the best person for you. What does he or she look like? And then really put yourself out there and work on your sense of self-worth, because in spirituality, your worth is inherent. Our world today teaches you otherwise, but it is wrong. So what this will open up for us is victory reverse, which I don't know what I'm going to find. So this victory card reversed signals a delay or reversal in a hoped-for outcome, whether it's in personal change or external achievement. Success may have been eluding you for some time, but don't despair. You may need to restructure things, reevaluate, or release one specific outcome and set your sights on another. What is it they always say? That have your goal, but don't be so attached to an outcome. Let the universe deliver. As you act daily towards your vision, let the universe deliver magical, bigger opportunity than you could have ever imagined. Whatever's going on externally, remember that the equanimity of peaceful surrender can often be your biggest victory of all. Affirmation: I'm achieving great things within myself and in the world. I see myself as a success in many wonderful ways, even now. So I think when we're getting stuck, so to sum up this reading, and thank you for your patience with me, when we're stuck and not seeing movement in the direction that we need, it's time to bring back our spiritual practices, whether that's meditation, prayer, walking in nature, gardening, communing with the earth, and really just tune into our heart again, listen to that inner voice and start taking actions on what that inner voice says. And then what that will open up to us is this whole beautiful idea of surrender, of allowing, of receiving, and that always leads to victory. I also love what she says in this victory reverse card is it's again, what do you see? Can you see the tiny victories of where you are now? How are you now versus 5 years ago? What would you have done? And then what would future you have you do? So this is a really powerful tool that I use for heightened self-awareness and to help me get unstuck. And this is our reading for June. Thank you.